In Lagos, the placards carrying protesters converged at the Ikeja underbridge around 6:30 a.m. to demand from the government an end to fuel price increase, naira devaluation and repair of local refineries, amongst other demands. The protesters, who were led by the NLC chairperson in Lagos, Fumi Sesi, thereafter commenced activity to the government house, Alausa, to express displeasure over what they have described as anti-people policies of the government and to submit their protest letter. Our correspondent Sydney Okafor has more details in this report.
Gathered here at the popular computer village in Ikeja, the Lagos state capital, are members of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress and other organized labor groups. Chanting songs of solidarity, the protesters held placards bearing some of their demands. They want the government to provide alternative to petrol motor spirit PMS, palliative care, mass transit issue and pay increase. Speaking at the protest ground, Lagos State NLC spokesperson urged the present administration to fix the nation's refinery, which has been one of the major contributors to the nation's economic woes.
Labour Congress are also demanding from government that the 4 nation refineries, which has been there, comatose for many years, is it deliberate to leave it not working? If this refinery can be put into use, definitely it will reduce the influence of free market economy on our currency, which is bringing the price of petroleum coming up gradually every 2 or a month. Within 2-3 months of this government now, you can see they started with 500 and something. Now it's going to about 6 something. And from all indication now, from all indices that is on ground, it's most likely it will rise to about 700 in a couple of days. And that is why we want the government to be proactive.
Nigeria has lost about 657 million barrels of oil in the last 1 year due to issues bordering on pipeline vandalism, which has translated to 2.3 trillion losses in oil revenue, according to International Oil Company in the US. Legal experts allege that the government is not taking sufficient measures to prevent oil theft in the country, which also happens to be the main source of revenue.
We're consuming about 40 million liters per day. They claim it was 100 million liters. At a stake, they said they reduced it to 68 million liters per day. In 2018, the government was to have installed a meter, a machine, an application to track all trucks loading fuel and discharging fuel. But the application was for 17 billion naira. The government did not allow it to work. So the new government will have to plug loopholes. For instance, we have 36 oil terminals. Only 20 are metered. 16 have no meters. So we don't know how much oil we produce per day. So these are the areas the government will have to address.
Femi Hamza, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, gave the union assurance that the government has heard their demands and will surely meet their requests.
We have heard you. A lot of things have been said. We have heard you. And the letter has been given to us. What we all want is a better Nigeria.
Are you fine like this?
And I'm sure that we will get there. The leadership has said we should dialogue. We will dialogue. We will dialogue. And then you will hear very soon.
The union and the Presidential Steering Committee on Subsidy Palliative have met twice, but neither meeting has produced a resolution between the parties, which has now given rise to the peaceful demonstrations. Sydney Okafor, TV360 News, Lagos.